Here, we begin the journey of the immune system. We are constantly fighting every little pathogen and invader trying to kill us. Now, let's see who will be the victor in the end.
Here's the start of the innate immune system, where the integumentary system and, as seen here, the skin protects from different pathogens and invaders.
Here, an invader sees the mouth, a common entryway for invaders because of its moist permeability and the fact that it is a barrier between the inside and outside world.
Once one invader gets inside, it quickly reproduces, producing many more offspring.
Here we see the toll-like receptors, which recognize what we don't have. Once they bind to different subsets of fragments of the invader, a phagocyte will come and kill the invader.
Here, a macrophage engulfs an invader, and later poisons and kills it with gas.
Here is an invader and a macrophage. This is a phagocyte that does not die after destroying invaders.
Here is an infected cell. It signals to natural killer cells to force it to commit apoptosis or cell suicide.
Kill yourself. Kill yourself.
You've nothing to live for. You suck. Kill yourself.
Here, we see a cell committing apoptosis. This is a common function of cells in the body. Please do your part to prevent cell suicide.
That system is a group of about 30 proteins usually inactive in the blood. Once one becomes activated, they all get activated in a cascade effect. Once activated, they poke holes in the invader in order to kill it.
Here's the inflammatory response. Mast cells release histamine, which causes increased blood flow to the infected area, and white blood cells and macrophages flood the area.
Systemic inflammation, more commonly known as fever, affects the entire body. Septic shock is very bad systemic inflammation and can cause death.
Here we see a pathogen. A B-cell approaches and binds to a specific surface protein on the pathogen known as an antigen. The specific area where it binds is called the epitope.
Here's antigen presentation. This is when an antibody will bind to an antigen, which will signal the T cells to bind to this specific invader.
This is one of the jobs of the antibodies detached from the B cells. Antibodies bind to antigens, then chemically signal to macrophages, which come and engulf the invaders.
Crikey, here in a step called aggregation, antibodies clump together lots of invaders so phagocytes can destroy them. They also neutralize the invaders and may even cause them precipitate absolution.
When a cell is infected by an antigen fragment, it presents it to the T cells by moving an MHC molecule and the bound antigen fragment to the cell surface.
And here, a cell presents part of an antigen called an MHC complex, which the T cell binds to.
Here are the cytotoxic T cells. They are activated by the helper T cells, and they secrete proteins which destroy our own infected cells. Here are memory B cells. Through the process of clonal selection, they will produce thousands of copies of themselves.
And in the second stage, the B cells go through mitosis to form exact replicas of the original B cell.
And here are the B cells. They are dividing and specializing into specific B cells to protect from the next invasion. It's over. The immune system has finally won. It was a hard-fought battle. The invaders may have won the fight, but we won the war. Time for a victory screech.